Y'all, this is my third time shooting this video. I hope the third time is a charm. I don't know what's going on. They don't want the message to get out to somebody. So today we in the lab, right? And we talking about caterpillar. We talking about that yellow and black. That black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on at Caterpillar. But all I know is there's money to be made. Folks is riding around and they getting it up in there at Caterpillar. So listen, y'all, have multiple friends from different walks of life, right? Do you have a caterpillar in your city? Do you have a caterpillar in your town? I have different friends from different walks of life that work for Caterpillar, right? And I see them all the time. And they tell me about these good old $2,600 checks they bringing home, these $3,000 checks they bringing home. They tell me about all this. You better come out there and get some of this money. I'm surprised you ain't out there getting this money. I done had old women stop me. They know where I work at. I thought you'd be out there at Caterpillar getting that money. Yeah, I don't know what Caterpillar doing. But I know one time they gave out a bonus so big it was in the paper. But then when I talked to one of my ex-co-workers that's into the mechanic part of Caterpillar, he said, oh yeah, it was a nice check. He said, but baby, when the taxes hit it, it wasn't so nice. When the taxes ate it up. But, like, them people getting it on out there at Caterpillar, so I don't know if anybody looking for a job or not, but I was like, dang, that's a lot of money, and they don't got no point system. I said, dang, that's a lot of money, but at the same time, I'm gonna stay where I'm at because of luck I'll be having. I get somewhere, it be over for me. Then, I got some friends. When I was really thinking about applying, I had a friend that worked for Caterpillar, and he told me, he said, stay where you at. He said, I done seen them people bring in all these people, call them in for a meeting, and tell them they gotta let them all go once they get out, help them get all their work caught up. He was like, stay where you at. So that's what made me stay where I was at, because when he told that story, I remember that same story happened to me when I lived in Cincinnati a couple of times. All of us off the line, that whole area, getting called into the office. We gonna have to let y'all go. I didn't saw this before. You see what I'm saying? So that's what made me stay where I was at. But I know, like, when my dad had worked for Caterpillar, because this is where my dad retired from, so I'm a Caterpillar baby. But when my dad and his friends and comrades was working at Caterpillar, they had went on this big old strike, and my dad died in his 80s. But this is when Caterpillar first started going downhill. My dad, they went on strike because of something. I was so little. But they was only paying my dad $100 a week. The union was. And a lot of his friends end up losing stuff, like end up losing they, homes out into the country, because a lot of them lived out in the country, but they was driving in town to see, they was getting all of this, overtime and stuff like that, and they had new cars and new boats. They ended up losing all of their stuff because they couldn't live off $100. But my dad, I don't know how we did it, but we lived off of $100. But then again, I don't know, it could have been some other stuff going on in the background, which now that I'm thinking, that garden was in the background. It was in the back of the house. It was some shaking because we wasn't living off no $100. But then again, in my eyes, we was. I don't know. And I know one of my other friends, he bought some type of outer space looking truck, working at Caterpillar. Like, I don't know what's going on, but them folks making some money. But I've also seen these big cities do these big plants like ADM and Caterpillar. Every so often they come through and they do like a warehouse street sweep. And they take about 300 folks and walk them out. They take the whole line and walk them out the door. Or something like that. Some of them, my friends that I talked to, and I told them about the street sweep I heard about. Oh, them the people that was coming to work late every day. Them the people that wasn't showing up every day. This and that. And I'm like, if them people can walk in and sweep all them damn folks up out of there like that, they ain't hurting for nobody to be there. You know, because then some people say they like the money, but then some people say they don't because you get paid every 2 weeks, and said that money that you equivalent to $2,000 or the $3,000, it didn't equivalent up. It is in 2 weeks. It didn't equivalent up to your bills, so it really ain't as big as money as you think it is. I don't know. Just depends. People living situations are different. People own houses that are paid for that's left by relatives, and all they gotta do is work to keep the lights on. People go to work. They cars paid for. You know, everybody got their own situation. What makes it go down at Caterpillar or whatever. So I don't know if anybody looking for a job, but that sounds like a good place to start. But I would love to have some of that money. I ain't lying. I would love to have some of that money. But at the same time, like I said, I don't have that type of luck. I don't care what job I go on. Like the job on now, I have to fight to be there. I don't care what job I've been on, and this is in-state, out-of-state, town to town, city to city, in your hometown. It don't work too well. Folks laid me off soon as I walk in there. I'm always a part of that crowd. I don't know. But I know I tried to do this video about 3,000 times. I don't even know if this one gonna work. I hope it do. I had to restart my computer or whatever. But them folks, so they got that big bonus. They bring it home three, and like I said, different people make different amounts or whatever. And then they said B building is the best building to work at because it ain't the mature people, they don't be on that. See, I definitely had to be in building B. But like I said, y'all, I'll get up in there. I know they laying off. They laying off for sure. I don't want to chance it. So I'll get on here and tell y'all about it. Now, if I had to and everything was down and against me, then I would apply. Because that's some big money. But I like where I'm at, even though they don't like me where I'm at. I like where I'm at, and I'm comfortable where I'm at. But if I had to go to the Caterpillar, I ain't messed up about it. So I had asked to see when was the last time they laid off. And the girl said that I think the buildings that they were in, they hadn't laid off in 7 years. But I don't think it's a guarantee that you're going to go to one of those buildings that you want to go to. When was the last time Caterpillar in Decatur, Illinois laid off? Now this might be old, y'all. Not up to date. When was this? I'm trying to see if it tell me 2013. There got to be something newer. Because Caterpillar was a layoff gig. This 2015. It goes down, but let's just see. Let me see. Let me see if I can Google the question. How many layoffs have Decatur had? I left Caterpillar out. How many layoffs has Caterpillar had? See, it's telling me, but it say 2020. But let's get in here and read something anyway, just to get some type of idea. On Monday, earth moving equipment manufacturer Caterpillar. Listen, I don't feel like reading all that. But listen, too, I tell you this. I know one time they moved Caterpillar away from us. they were sending the jobs overseas, but a friend of mine that I know and hang out with on the weekends, not hang out, but like if he be sitting at the bar when I come in, I'd take my drink over there. He's been working for Caterpillar for years, and he said they had sent their jobs off, but then they ended up overseas, ended up calling back over here, telling y'all come get these damn jobs. Y'all working over there in Decatur, Illinois. We can't handle all this work over here. Come get this mess. So they sent it back. They thought they could handle the pressure. They can't do what we do over there at Caterpillar overseas. They can't do what we do. So they had to bring the jobs back. Or whatever. But, I don't know. I just know I don't have that type of luck, so I'm going to stay where I'm at. But if anybody needs a job from what I hear, baby, Caterpillar. Money. Mucho dinero. Mwah.